Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at V Rising. We'll hop into like the first 15-20-ish minutes of the game. So let's go ahead and get started. So just a few quick things right off the bat. This game is still in early access. It's $20 to buy in and it's about 6 gigabytes. So let's go ahead and hop right into the play section. And so you'll see that there are different ways to actually play the game. We're going to go ahead and obviously play online. So there are PvE servers and there are PvP servers. Obviously we want to do full loot PvP over here. And let's go ahead and find some servers. Now, in the very beginning, we're probably just going to start like our character, and we're going to start getting some materials and just craft some basic stuff. Let's go ahead and try to select the one that has like the most population server here. 114 ping, not too bad for this style of a game. It's not an FPS game, but like the combat does matter, and you do have to time things for this game. But we'll hop into the character creator as well. Let me move my face out of the way so you guys can kind of see it. Multiple different skin tones, you have different body types. As right now, there's just 2 to select from, so you have like male and female essentially. So yeah, we can select our skin tone, we can select some different faces. I'll cycle through some of the presets, but I won't like sit here for like half an hour. But I'll go cycle through a couple. And then we can go through some different hairstyles as well. So you guys can kind of see. And we'll go with that one. And we can change our hair color. We have different features that we can add to our character as well. You can add a beard if we want to. And then on top of that, we have some accessories. Looks like there's some like extensions of the ears, almost like elf ears over there. Oh, you know what? This right over here on the right side is just to lock it in. But yeah, different things to modify the character. And let's go ahead and just hop right in and start the game. So go to create. But yeah, this is a game I had some interested in covering. And so they hooked me up with some extra keys as well, so we'll have some keys to give away later down the line. So big shout out to Stunlock Studios for hooking me up with a copy myself and some to give away to you guys. So how it works is you move actually with WASD. So I'm a huge fan of games like Diablo, Path of Exile. You can also like jump down, but it's kind of separate you from like certain like zones, and we'll kind of get more into that in a moment. There is an inventory system to manage, there's crafting, and we have obviously abilities and skills, and we're going to get more as we progress, although in this part we probably won't get very many other things to mess around with. So in terms of like the mobility and stuff, you do happen to have a dash, you have a ranged attack, you have a melee attack. We're going to actually craft a weapon very soon though. And then we have a counter attack. So here's what it does. If I want to mouse over it. And then to heal and our HP, oh, you can actually move the camera, which is actually a really cool feature with like this isometric, well, I'm going to call it like an action RPG style, like in terms of like the way the game looks. Now, it doesn't necessarily play like that. It's more of a survival game, but it's a vampire themed game, obviously. But yeah, this is a game that I had my eye on for a while. As soon as I heard it got announced. So let's go and show off the ranged ability as well. So this is the ranged ability. So it charges up and then you throw it at them and then it does damage. And then the counter attack is like that. So just counter their attack. You have a short window where when you activate it, there's a little bar and it will go down. Now that blue bar that you see like basically on top of our character, that's actually our HP. So we're gonna go craft a sword here. So while it's crafting, you'll see in the bottom right, there's the time that it goes up. You can still do stuff while you're crafting. So like if we attack, you'll see that it, okay, let's go grab this. So now we actually have a sword. There is some sort of like protection, like we can't just like PvP right now. But because it's like a zone, like it's like the beginner zone. So if you're worried about that, and you don't want to fight people, there is a PvE way to play the game. But I think PvP is a lot more fun because obviously there's a lot more risk in it too. Because if you die, yeah, you'll drop your stuff. So, but you'll be able to base build. And going into like the itemization is probably going to be a little bit difficult now because like we only have like limited stuff, but we will be crafting some different things as we progress. You can see now we're crafting a ring, and I'll show you what the ring does. So we can move the sword over here, and it actually does extra damage to vegetation. So there is farming in this game also. But in the very beginning, we're just kind of going to get to the next area. Let's use our mobility over here. We're just trying to farm up some bones. Wants us to hit enemies using a certain thing for our quest. And then I also should mention this blood pool. Think of it kind of like mana versus your actual HP, because I thought that was our HP. Our HP is actually the thing in the blue, and you can see also Genma's is in the green. So wonder if... Is he going to take that? Okay. I was wondering, like, do you have to fight for some stuff? So we actually have to craft a few things that are bone related. So we actually have to farm some bones. So we're going to farm just a little bit more bones here before we leave. Otherwise, it's harder to find certain materials depending on the areas. And in the very beginning, there's not too much fun. I like how we can just, like, take his stuff. But that is, like, part of some survival games. Like, you just go raid people's base, take their stuff, and, yeah, obviously they're going to try to, like, attack you if you do happen to do that. Okay. There's our mobility. And since this is a vampire game, if you do stand in the light, you will burn. However, they give you enough, I would say, amount of shade to not get, like, absolutely destroyed. So you can see our HP has been depleted a little bit. We can use this ability called Blood Mend, and that will actually heal us up, but it will drain our blood. Now, to actually regain our blood, we can consume these rats that we pick up here, or, let's see what's this container. I'm going to take all of this and move on. Let's go start crafting other things. You can actually queue up crafting, as in, like, you can craft 2 different things, but the first one has to complete in order for the other one to start. But like I said, we just need some bones in the very beginning because there's a lot more, like, wildlife that will give you, like, the animal hide. You can see now where there's that beam of light. That means we're standing in the light too long, and yeah, we don't want to burn because we're a vampire. Okay, so eliminate this. And I think now we should be able to pretty much move on. Let's see. So we're going to craft this. And we need more animal hide. We just want some bone. There will be more skeletons. It just also depends, perhaps, on the day cycle for the enemies to spawn in. Because there's like a day and night cycle. Alright, this should be good after we eliminate this pack over here. Well, the game does have faster paced combat. It's just in the very beginning at the start. Almost kind of like any action RPG, you know, you're not going to have a lot of stuff in the very beginning to play around with. But I do want to show you guys that, like, right now, just so you guys can kind of see an idea of the gameplay. I'm just going to pop up in the Steam page over here so you guys can kind of see it. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. So let me share this monitor. So here's, like, the overview of, like, the combat, because it looks really exciting. And this is what got me really pumped up to actually play. So obviously, yeah, you can suck people's blood. But the combat looks really fast in this, you know, over here. You can also get mounts. You can attack while on mounts. You see there are ranged weapons as well. Although I haven't really gotten to those yet. But there's also bosses, and this is how you get ultimates. But yeah. So there's more to this game than just, like, the farming. But we're in the earlier stages of the game. But we'll go ahead and let this play out. So yeah, you can build up your base, and we'll maybe dip briefly into that. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue and go to the farming woods. So we can select different locations, and obviously we will get more, like, waypoints if you kind of want to think of it like that. So we can jump down from here. And we'll be able to craft other weapons. Do we have anything else we can craft? We need more animal hide right now. So we will go get that. Maybe encounter some other players as we move on. But one thing that I do like, it does show you the cooldown of your abilities. Like if I spam this, you can see it's still 5 seconds. You see we're in the light right now, which, yeah, you don't want to do. But at least it gives you, like, some sort of, like, buffer as far as time goes. We're just going to keep on continuing and kind of just adventure out. It kind of just throws you in the world, and it's like, okay, go. I don't know if they plan to have, like, a more hand-holdy tutorial in the future. Because, yeah, keep in mind this game is an early access state. Hopefully we can find some animals. Oh, we can also just farm vegetation. We will actually have to do this, but I'd prefer to do it with the axe, which we will be crafting very soon as well. But I want to give you guys, like, the first, you know, beginnings of the game, as well as I guess I can give you guys kind of like my first impressions of the game. So starting right off, it is way too slow for my personal taste. Like, I think for someone that sees the trailer, like I can actually consume this thing right now, but I want to consume it in the shade. And you also get bonuses depending on the quality of your blood. And now we can go craft our boots. Dang, that thing really pushed me. I guess we can't really kill him. I've never tried to fight him. We can fight bears. Oh, there should be someone else over there. You know what? We got this tree following us. Let's probably not go over there right now. But there is like base building, but we will unlock that very soon. I'm gonna try to sit in the shade over here. Hopefully this Trent is still not chasing me. We can go ahead and pop some heals. You can see that we have like this little buff over here, so we can't be damaged by other players and you're unable to deal damage to them. So you can remove this effect. But like, yeah, like I said, the game does start out like relatively slow. So we're safe for basically an hour when we make our character. So, I mean, it does make sense for these survival-based games. Oh, we're getting really low. Okay, we're in the shade. So you don't insta. Know if you can feed while doing this. I guess you can. Okay, you know what? Let's just move. We gotta go. We're like really low. Okay. Let's go ahead and mend now that we have our full amount of resource. That was actually really close. But we made it, so that's all that matters. But yeah, there is like a time cycle you can see over here, which I really like. I think that's a cool idea. Certain things may happen maybe at night. They may not happen during the day. And we got to craft some gloves. Now, I guess you can't craft it while doing this. This person's getting low. But a lot of people will probably just leave this thing on because it's like, you don't want someone just to destroy you instantly. So we need some more animal hides. So let's go look for some more animals. I guess we can't jump down there. But now that it's night, it's much easier to, you know, move around. And there might be some areas that you might not be able to access. But we can actually like steal like their stuff over here, which we plan to do. We should probably open up with that with the attack. Actually, let's cancel this. We'll probably get damaged too hard by this guy. It's just that there's like a 19 gear score character, or 18 right here. And we can still kill him. It's just going to take some more time. But like, I definitely do want to do that. So you can see he cloaked. You can kind of still see him though. We're going to try to take him on way before we're technically kind of supposed to. But oh, he's going to reset over here. Okay. We can also reset blood mend just a little bit. And these rats, what they do, I'll consume one. So we have 6 of them. And you'll see that our reserves will be going up once we consume it. It'll change the blood type as well. So the blood quality of those aren't very good, but like as you get better blood quality, we get better like stats. We get actually like move speed. And I'll try to consume something so you guys can see it. All right. So we can kill this poacher, no problem. So if we feed on this, it's 2%. And then so you'll see where blood quality is 2%, we have 10 to 20% chance to get crit strike on weapon attacks. There's move speed. There's like different bonuses, but I just wanted to go here to basically loot all of their stuff. Okay, so we got, oh nice, we got animal hide. So you can play it this way, I guess, too, and just kind of take other people's stuff, or in this case, these are like the NPCs stuff. We got something else over here, a canteen. What's that? A little bunny. Okay, so now we can actually craft the bone guard, the bone gloves. And then we can also craft some new weapons very soon. I'm going to start farming because we're going to be needing to get some lumber. And then we're going to craft our axe. Okay, so we need to get 5 more bone. So hopefully we'll look for some more skeletons. Or we can just find bone. That also works. But also, in terms of like the itemization, just to check out the items, like it's just basically HP right now. But in addition to that, there are more skills that we can get. As it, what button is it? Okay, so we have blood right now. These are our abilities. There's unholy, there's illusion, chaos, frost. It looks like how it's set up is there's like 5 abilities. Oops, let's kill this guy first. There's 5 abilities. Counterattack him. Feed on him. Oh, we're not. We have enough HP. The reason why I wanted that is like I want to upgrade the quality. Oh, well, he hit the tree. That was pretty cool, though, actually. You can see that he tried to hit me, but he hit the tree instead. I probably shouldn't fight that elk right now. Go ahead and heal back up. And then we'll go take him on. So we need to actually... do we craft the axe yet? No, we need to craft the axe, which requires 5 more bone. We could probably take this thing on. Just wanted to heal up. But yeah, there is a slower pace to the game at the start. And in terms of like feedback and like my first impressions of this game, like when I saw all the action, I got really excited. But the way that the game plays, at least in the very beginning, there's a heavy emphasis on like you gotta farm, you gotta get your stuff up. Which I would like for them to maybe have like a tutorial that like gives you a bunch of stuff to mess around with at the start. That way you can get the feel for the game. Alright, let's go ahead and just take all these. And we're good. Counterattack that. That's a 9. That one's kind of good. Crap, but there's just 2 over here, so. Probably shouldn't like feed on certain things. Like that one's also 3%, so. That's 6. Okay, we'll grab this one. That's also a person, but it doesn't matter. We have 46 minutes of like they can't damage us. Oh, there's just. Oh, we already got that stash. But yeah, the map is actually pretty big, and you'll get other like what I'm going to be calling waypoints. There's probably an official term. They call it vampire waygates. But yeah, same concept basically as waypoints. Hopefully we can get. Let's see. We have to cut down trees, but I want to get the axe first because the axe is going to be much better at doing that. Hopefully we can find some skeletons. More people. Okay, skeletons. There we go. Counterattack there. There we go. Start crafting the axe. And look, there's trees right here. And then we can start maybe building. So yeah, we can just swap to the axe and start getting these trees farming. Farm these trees. Because the axe does extra damage to what's the official word? Damage to wood. Alright, here we go. Now we're gonna get basically 2 at once. And then we're gonna start crafting our own little like base hideout here. Now we have the mace. So let's see if we have. Do we have enough for that? The mace. So we need 15 more bone. So basically 2 more monsters because they usually drop in like 10. See, hopefully if we can find one. Because we don't really want to fight the human here. Where are we going? Oh, we're going downward. I want to go upward. There's also like a chat. We obviously already saw some other players, but in the very beginning, you're not going to be PvPing. I mean, maybe if both people type it in like early enough, sure. But yeah, the chances of that is probably pretty slim. You can actually move the camera to more like a bird's eye versus like the isometric view, which is actually really interesting because most isometric games won't let you do that. The reason why, because it messes around with like how the mini map works, and it's kind of difficult to manage sometimes. Let's see if we can find the skeletons. There's a wolf over here. But I kind of like how you can just explore the world. But you'll find other people's bases eventually as well. Alright, we have someone else's base over here, actually. That's the little indication here. I don't know if it tells you their name. Okay. Unless we get like super close. But it will tell you the person's name. Let's go down here. And hopefully we can find some skeletons. There's a bear. We can actually take on the bear. I don't think these wolves will give us... do they give us bone? Oh, they do. Okay, cool. It's farming stone and we're hitting it at the same time. Nice. So we'll go ahead and heal. And then now we have enough bone to craft the mace, right? Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Now we have enough bone. So let's craft the mace here. And then we have to smash some rocks. There's a deer. Okay, so we should be using the mace for this. This is almost like a big, like, hammer-looking thing. Dang, no rocks. There we go. Maybe right here. I try to hit multiple things at once. That way it's, like, more efficient, you know? This one has, like, a very wide swing. Alright, now we can claim this. Now we can craft a little bit. Okay, so we're going to craft and build up a base. That spot over there was actually probably much better. The reason why is, like, sometimes if you craft your base, like, in an inefficient spot, which I've done before, there's not enough space for things. And, like, you're kind of tied to, like, your area, if that makes sense. Yeah, we're gonna go craft it like kind of on this high ground because there's another base over there too, which, I mean, maybe it's not the best idea to craft your base right next to someone unless you want to form an alliance with them. You know, these kind of open world survival games, sometimes you can like party up with people and be friends with them, but there's always like betrayal and stuff that can happen. Let's go ahead and clear out these wolves too. Real fast. This is only a 1%. Okay. Alright. So now let's go ahead. This should be a good spot. So we'll go ahead and open up the build. So we're going to have to craft a castle heart. So as long as it contains the blood essence, it will power your castle and keep it from decaying. So we can place this hopefully. Okay, there we go right there. And then we'll also need to put a few set of borders. So we'll put like a border there. And, oh, you know what? We still need some more stone. Alright, there's some stone right here, though. We'll just have to smack this twice. Okay. Then we can build one more of these little squares. There we go. And then now it wants us to, what is it? Add the castle to feed the heart. Let's see. Oh, it's still going to decay. Okay, we got to clean this first. And then we got to place a wooden coffin, a sash. Okay, hopefully we have enough stuff for this. Let's go back to crafting. Actually, it's actually in this menu. So we can put like walls up. I don't want to fully wall that part off yet, but we just have to put the like objective done. So we'll go place this. I'll try to place this closer to there because we next need to do the stash. Do we have enough for this? Oh, we need 150 lumber. Okay. So you can see where this game is going with like a lot of the stuff in the very beginning. Where there's a lot of this. We're like actually like the first like 25 minutes now in the game. But there's a lot of this like crafting. Oh. Okay, so now we can go ahead and hopefully put this this down. There we go. We'll claim this, and then we'll unlock a blueprint. We can do a sawmill. So there's a lot to this game in terms of let's see, can we rotate this? We can't place it over there. We're missing the resources. What is the resources for this? Oh, you need 400. Okay. So, you know, for the first, like, 25 minutes here, let's not do that. But I just wanted to show you guys, like, kind of an introduction to this game. We can actually go to sleep. Oh, let's go. So you can do that as well. But we can also wake up. I like how that has a little animation too. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like how we started out. So as far as like my impressions on this game, and I'm curious to know how you guys think of it as well. Like I came into this game with the mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna go in and kill a bunch of stuff, but it's a lot of farming, at least in the very beginning. I'll probably update you guys in the future with more combat oriented like gameplay footage. But like I gotta show you guys at least the introduction to the crafting and kind of how like the ins and outs of certain like aspects of the game, at least for like the first video here. So anyways, let me know guys what you think of what you've seen so far. What would you like to see? Let me know in the comments, and in the future I will be uploading more. I also have a bunch of keys to give away. If you check the pinned comment, there is one code right there, and there's going to be one in the description box hidden, so feel free to go ahead and check it out. And we have a bunch more keys, but thanks again, Sunlock Studios, for giving me those keys to give away to you guys, so you guys can get early access to the game as well. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. But if you want to see more of this in the future, like I said, I'm going to be making the other videos a little bit more exciting, but I have to give the introduction of like, you know, the basic crafting and stuff. Otherwise, you know, people might get the wrong impression of the game, because like when I saw the gameplay, that's what I want to do, but it's going to take some time to get there. But if you want to see it and this is the first time here, hit subscribe to the bell, and you'll see some later down the line. But take care. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.